Welcome, everybody. I'm going to hand this over to Sharon, and we're going to get started.
Okay, welcome. Welcome to the kickoff for the 2025 AIR competition. I am that person. I am Sharon Rush, Executive Director, co-founder of Nobility. And can we turn the slides off so I can just talk to everybody and then we can come back to the slides in a bit? Because I think they would get tired of looking at, well, they're gonna have to look at my face either way, but at least this face is moving, right? Hi, I'm Sharon Rush. I just said that. Welcome to the annual Accessibility Internet Rally AIR competition. As many of you know, we've produced this contest annually here in Austin since 1998. Mark was saying earlier, this is our 27th, but it's our 27th year in Austin. But in between there, we went to LA, we went to San Francisco, Boston. So I don't actually know how many of these that we've done, but I know there have been more than 24 AIR contests, and that we built hundreds of accessible websites for community groups and artists. So you're joining a grand tradition, and we're so glad that you are. I think that one thing I thought about when I was, well, what can I tell people that they already don't know about AIR? And that might be that Nobility actually did not invent AIR. We weren't the inventors of AIR as Nobility. And in fact, you could say that it was AIR that invented Nobility, because in the mid-90s, I was working for Easter Seals trying to find employment for people with disabilities. And, that was the same time they were trying to remake our city as a tech hub. And so I started talking to people at places like Austin Freenet and some of these other technology nonprofits and advocates about, well, how can we get jobs in technology when the technology is so inaccessible? And we started sort of brainstorming, what could we do to get the attention of the tech sector in a way that's not scolding or, meh, meh, meh. And so we had this idea for a contest, and we just collaborated. It was a community collaboration to design something that would get the attention in a fun and friendly way that encouraged creative response and creative challenge. So we called that the Accessibility Internet Rally for Austin, and it was AIR Austin for many years. And it was just so much fun and so effective that we, a couple of years later, we said, well, we need a permanent home for this place. Easter Seals didn't want it. Goodwill didn't want it. Even Austin Freenet didn't. Oh, we can't do it. We can't run that. So we said, okay, we'll found our own nonprofit, and we founded Nobility basically as a home for a permanent home for the AIR competition. And so we were off then to a great adventure in a nonprofit startup. And I know all of you nonprofits in the room, you know what an adventure that really can be. And even though things have changed, I mean, things have changed a lot since AIR was a one-day contest in one building, training center in Austin, to how it is today, where we have the virtual component and 8 weeks, you have 8 weeks to build a site, and you folks are distributed all over the globe. So welcome indeed, and thank you. Thank you so much. And I told Tina she had to be careful giving me the mic to talk about AIR, because I could really talk about it for so all night. And I know you're not here to listen to me, but to do this work. I believe so strongly in the power of this collaborative creative energy. I've seen how it makes accessibility advocates of all of us, because you learn not just about the nuts and bolts and standards of inclusive design, but you learn, and maybe this is the most important thing, you learn about the impact that inclusive design has on the lives of people with disabilities. I mean, if you think about it, someone with a disability wants what anyone else does, right? The chance to learn, to make a good living, to work, to engage in social and civic activities with the rest of the world. And these days, when so much of that relies on technology and internet access, we really can't afford to lock out more than 1 billion people on the planet. We need their skills, we need their talents, we need their perspectives too. But I guess all of y'all know this. That's why you're here. So I'm going to hush very soon, and I'll let you get to the business of finding your team, meeting your community partner, and yes, get ready to rally. I love that Tina asked us that question in the email. Are you ready to rally? So, but before we get to that, I have a lot of thanking to do. One thing that hasn't changed about AIR is that that collaborative nature. It really does take a village to bring all the elements of AIR together, and it starts this year. And for the last many years, it started with Tina Franklin. I think she's kind of the mayor of our village, right? Our fearless leader. She keeps us all informed, alert to program needs and direction. And I was going to say tonight that she was ably assisted by Mark Boyden, who he's our IT fella, and he calls himself an IT cowboy, but he's also a pretty dedicated Austin hippie, and he's out listening to bands tonight. So instead, I'm going to thank Jillian Fortin and Brenda Adrian, who are manning the tech and doing that kind of IT cowboying. So thank you, Jillian and Brenda. And really all the staff: Jan McSorley, Ian Sinclair, Ashley Albaragu, Julie Romanowski, and key volunteers like Jillian and Brenda. The contributions that everybody makes to AIR, I think, is what keeps it being that rewarding, exciting experience that it was meant to be, and that we have planned. Well, I don't know that we even planned for it to be as exciting as it turned out to be, but it's all because of y'all. That's what I'm trying to say, and I thank you all. I thank you all so much, every one of you, for being here, for all you contribute. And if it's your first time here, buckle up, because you're gonna have some fun. And so I guess we need to go back to the slideshow now, right, Tina? Or Jillian, so I can thank the sponsors, right? We have sponsor slides and the advisors, and then I do want to make a tribute to our dear friend Dave Dauber. So first, the sponsors. Google has been a strong community partner to Knowbility for several years now, and we greatly appreciate their support for AIR and also the leadership they've shown in accessibility in general. Aaron Bramwell of Monkey Boy, he's the monkey in chief at Monkey Boy, and his company participated in AIR way back in the one-day hackathon days. And he's been a practitioner of accessibility and one of our most steadfast supporters ever since. So thank you, Monkey Boy. And we have a new partner in Streamline. Welcome to AIR, folks at Streamline. We're grateful for your support, and we expect that you'll be learning more about Streamline's platform in the course of the training. Next, we have many, many volunteers, including all of you who make this event possible. I'm going to let Tina recognize her many advisors and mentors and judges and trainers who are serving this year. But first, I want to say just a few words about a dear friend and really remarkable advocate named David Dauber. And Dave passed away quite suddenly earlier this month. Those of you who know him know what a tragic loss it is for us to have lost Dave. And he had a really thoughtful way about him. He had a profound sense of what it was to be human, and a voice that spoke up eloquently and often and sincerely for human rights and for justice for everyone. Dave often introduced himself as Dave D and said that's because it rhymes with accessibility. He was a very funny fellow. He loved making people laugh and smile. We met him through AIR many years ago again, when community TV program, he had a show with a fellow named Gene Rogers, and it aired regularly in Austin. They called it the Gene and Dave Show, although they would argue about whose name really should come first. Couple of guys in wheelchairs, and they just had ready voice opinions about just about everything. they had a website. And in one of those early years, they heard about AIR and decided they needed to get their site overhauled for accessibility. They knew quite a bit about physical accessibility, both of them being wheelchair users, but they learned about digital accessibility through AIR. And Dave really took that whole idea of digital accessibility to heart, and he became a practitioner himself. He went on to a career working for state agencies, digital consultancies, and most recently for Nelnet. He really loved the work. I mean, he said that all the time, and he did it with true passion. He did it with grace. He charmed everyone he met, and he never met a stranger. Dave Dauber lived a full and generous life. And when I was thinking about how to talk about this, I realized that our language leads us to say things like, he lived a great life in spite of his disability. But truly, I never saw in him any kind of resentment or anything like that about disability. I mean, it informed his experience, of course, and had an impact in how his consciousness was formed. I mean, but it was like living in Austin does, or having 5 siblings, or it was a circumstance of his life. But he he lived a full and generous life, and it wasn't in spite of his disability. His disability was part of it. It was part of what made him the great person that he was. Dave was a Knowbility board member. He served as program chair for Access U last May, and he was our program chair for this AIR. He was an insightful and kind and loving presence in the world. And I know that we will always miss him. So thank you, Dave. We were lucky to know you. And your spirit is with us throughout this AIR process. And we'll laugh a lot, and we'll just miss you. Tina, I'm going to turn it back over to you now. Thanks to each and every one of you who are participating. I hope you learn a lot. I hope you have a grand time doing it. And you're all champions in my book. Thank you very much.
Hi, y'all. Give me just a second. So, next slide, Jill, please. So Dave was our program chair, but we have a lot of amazing advisors who step up many year round from program to program and roll with me. Since I've been back, I've had the joy of working with some who started back with me way back when in 2004. We've got Brenda Adrian and Jillian Horton Burnett, who are, along with Sharon, my co host for the night. Michael Moore, who was our lead judge, who is still actively involved. Jan McSorley, another um, Uber volunteer and default noble. Jeff Bernier, Natalie Tucker, who is also our lead mentor. Randy Horowitz, Shirley Lynn, who comes from Monkey Boy, and Aaron kind of threw her in under me, so I'm sorry, Shirley. And Rochelle, who is on our board of directors. I want to thank you all for helping me plan, implement, and get all of this pulled together. It's no small undertaking. And with that said, as you know, with each team, you get a mentor. And so this year, we have had the honor to get 24, maybe 28 wonderful mentors who will be guiding you along your way. You'll meet who your mentors are in a little bit on when we introduce you, and then they can go into your breakout rooms with you. Some of you might have to go one or two places. A couple of y'all got 2 teams. I'm sorry, but we could use one or two more. So, and then we have our amazing judges who step up year after year to judge the sites based on WCAG criteria and the judging form. They made some changes this year, and they really spent a lot of time and effort into working on that judging form this year and getting some changes put in place that were needed. And if you have, I know a lot of you have looked at those, so you can send them in an email later. So if we move on down, we're going to go ahead and start meeting our clients. When I announce your name, please, and I will read what's on the slide. It's been requested, and then you can come on and introduce yourself. And then when I announce your match and your team match and the team's mentors, both the representative from the team, please come on and say hi. And then the mentor, if you're here, do the same as well. So with that, I hope y'all are excited. And I am going to give you your first client. So our first client is the Coalition of Texans with Disabilities. The Coalition of Texans with Disabilities mission is to ensure that Texans of all ages with all disabilities can work, live, learn, play, and participate fully in the communities of their choice. We focus on the areas of state-level public policy, grassroots organizing, public awareness activities, and promoting consumer direction to fulfill our mission. Do we have a member with us tonight?
Yeah, hi Tina, I'm here. This is Laura.
Hi. Would you like to say anything else?
I feel like that sums it up. I will note that CTD's very first website ever, which predates my joining the team back in probably like 15 years ago, was made at an air rally. And I think air was probably very, very different back then. I think it was something that took place over the course of 48 hours with like a lot of Red Bull. So our current site is not that site, but I am really excited to be back to where the CTD website started with this group and see what we can do.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Laura. Now for your match. Who is it? I wonder. Drum roll. Yes. And your match is Team Open Sesame. And the mentors for Team Open Sesame are Justin Yarbrough and Amanda Fierro. If we have a team member and mentor on, please hop on and say hi.
Hi, it's great to meet you. This is Amanda Fierro, and I am here with Justin tonight. We'll be partnering together to mentor your team. I'm really looking forward to it. Justin, do you want to say hi too?
Yeah, Amanda, this is Justin again. Say hi. I've known Amanda for a few years here now, and looking forward to working with y'all.
Likewise. Hello.
Do we have a team representative on the call? Well, I will send out a follow-up email. They may not have been able to get into the link. Do not despair. Okay, so our next, I think it's Brenda. Are you?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Our next nonprofit. Sight Loss Services Incorporated of Cape Cod and the Islands. They're a nonprofit self-help human service organization of and for the blind, the visually impaired, and people with progressive eye disease. Because no one should go through vision loss alone, Sight Loss Services is here to help. So Rhonda or anyone from the nonprofit want to say a few words?
Hi, my name is Rhonda. I am the executive director at Sight Loss Services. It is a huge passion of mine. It is such a needed service in our area. I'm so looking forward to having a new website. Our website is a complete disaster. I'm helping me put this all together, and we're just so thankful and so grateful and so excited to be working with y'all.
Great, thanks, Rhonda. Okay, now for the match. Okay, your team is Testing and Research Team. Woohoo! And your mentors are May Chan and Karthik Ragahuraman. Is there a team member here to start with that wants to speak?
Uh-oh, this is Sean Canavan. I don't know who else is here
Okay.
from the team.
I'm also here. Laura is here.
I'm also totally blind, so it's great to work with you.
Great. Oh, great.
Jillian,
And
I like
Yes.
the sound effects.
Yeah, I know they're great. Mentors, is either May or Karthik on the Zoom? Doesn't sound like it. Okay, on to the next nonprofit. Tina, this one's yours.
So our next client is the Disability Empowerment Society of Nepal. Their mission is to advance the rights, inclusion, and empowerment of persons with disabilities by promoting accessible technologies, inclusive education, economic participation, and social justice. They work to break barriers, create equal opportunities, and ensure that persons with disabilities can live with dignity, independence, and full participation in society. Do we have a client rep on the call? Hmm. It's their bedtime, so. Okay. And their team match. Digital Ally Alliance. Dominique or anybody, are you on the call?
Hi, everyone. I'm here. Nice to meet everyone. As it regards to our client, if they're not here, what are the next steps that we should take? Will we get their communication to talk to them directly?
I will follow up after the tomorrow with emails or Monday and give you all of the information that you need.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you. I think I'm also joined by John and Angelique, if you all want to introduce yourself as well.
Hello, I'm Angelique. I'm part of this Digital Ally Alliance. I'm very happy to be here.
Hello, I'm John Okafor. I'm happy to be part of the Digital Ally Alliance team. I'm from Nigeria, Africa, precisely.
Welcome.
So
Thank you all
Tina, do
for
we
sharing.
think the Nepalese group is was it a time zone thing?
Yes, I'm sure it
Ah.
was. Yeah, they have done everything else they were asked. Moving on to the next match, Brenda.
Our next client is Hubbard Brook Research Foundation. We are an ArtSci component of the Hubbard Brook Research Foundation. Our team has spent the last decade developing WaterViz. WaterViz transforms real-time environmental data into multisensory visual and acoustical experiences that reveal the hidden rhythms of the water cycle. By blending science, art, and music, we aim to deepen public understanding of forest hydrology and ecosystem dynamics, fostering connection, curiosity, and stewardship through data you can hear and see. So anyone from Hubbard Research here, Lindsay or Mary?
Yes, this is Lindsay, and we actually have three of us here today.
Ooh, all right.
I'm Lindsay Rustad. We also have Mary Martin and Mary Robbins. We've all been working together for over a decade, trying to translate real-time data into art and music, and then particularly making this available for students with visual disabilities. So we are super excited to be a part of AIR and looking forward to seeing what we can do to make our work more accessible. And Mary Martin and Mary Robbins, I invite you to share some thoughts as well.
Yes, Mary Martin here. So I'm just more the website data support for WaterViz, but I think that's something we're going to be talking a lot about tonight when we break out. So it's exciting to be here.
Great.
Mary Robbins here. I am a teacher of the visually impaired with the South Carolina School for the Deaf and the Blind, and
I'm currently working with the Deaf Blind Project for our state. And so I'm just really excited to be a part of the WaterViz experience and very grateful to you for accepting us into this program.
Thanks, Al. Okay, so let's meet your team.
Sorry, I lost my playlist. Give me just 1 second.
Oh, no.
Now you have to wait even longer.
Everybody loves the sound effect. All right, your team is Open Access, and your mentors are Thea and Vadahi. Are any members of the team here?
Hello, I'm Vaidehi Gokhale. I'm on the mentor list, and I'm really excited to see this project. And this is my first time with AIR, so really excited to be a part of this with you all.
Hello, I'm Izzy Rosari. I'm part of the team here. We are really excited to work with you. A little bit about us, we're undergraduate students at UT Austin, and so yeah, nice to meet you.
Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. On to the next.
Okay, our next client, Tamer Zaid, Blind War. Blind War by Tamer Zaid is a powerful autobiography of resilience and self-discovery. As a blind Palestinian in America, Tamer shares his fight against leukemia, cultural identity struggles, and societal expectations. His story honors the strength of family, faith, and determination in overcoming life's toughest battles. Tamer, I know you're here, right?
Yes,
I
I'm
think.
here. Yep.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Tamer Zaid. I am a self-published author, and I recently released my autobiography to talk about my life, dealing with multiple disabilities and how I overcame those disabilities. So I am trying to, get my website fully accessible, and that's why I'm participating in this program. I'm very, very excited to be part of this program because, I want to provide an accessible platform for my customers and, be able to be fully accessible and, provide, accessible tools to my clients.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad you made it. Do you want to know who your team is?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Your team match is Access Key, and your mentors are Boughton and Randy Horowitz. Is anybody from
Awesome.
Access Key here tonight?
Absolutely. I'm representing the Access Key team. We are also a group of UT undergraduate students, guided by our professor, Dr. Boyle, who's been working with AIR for, I think, the past 5 or 6 years. So really excited to get to work with you and be a part of this. Thank you.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
You as well.
Yeah. Great.
Boughton.
Hi, I'm Boughton Jones. I'm one of your mentors. I'm looking forward to this, getting in touch with Cookie and his team and Tamir, and take advantage of my mentorship, please.
I will. Thank you so much for your help, and I'm looking forward to joining your team and learning all I can to get my my work going. Thank you so much for that.
All right, our next client is the Austin Classical Guitar. The Austin Classical Guitar and the Rosette. Austin Classical Guitar welcomes you to the Rosette, our home for intimate concerts, classes, talks, and community celebrations in the heart of Central Austin. We also open our doors to other arts and service organizations, corporate clients, and anyone seeking a flexible, affordable, one-of-a-kind space to host their events. Anyone here from Austin? James?
I am here. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So glad to be here. Very excited about this. At Austin Classical Guitar, we have a pretty long and really interesting history working to make guitar education specifically accessible, highlighted by our a longtime partnership with Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. We've actually, and if we come back next year, we'll have you take a look at a website that we developed in partnership with them. That is, I believe, the only website of its kind that offers downloadable Braille scores and audio guides to help people basically access and learn how to play classical guitar at a, from a beginner level all the way through, pretty advanced level. So. But in this particular case, we're really hoping that, and through this project, we'll have an opportunity to work on the Rosette website. It's a venue where we do all of our programming, and we've worked hard to make that venue itself as welcoming and as accessible as possible. And I think our website has a long way to go before it actually achieves that same degree of accessibility and welcoming. So I'm very excited to see if we can just make the physical space as to make our virtual space as accessible as our physical spaces.
Sounds great. Okay, let's hear who is the match for Austin Classical Guitar. Universal Pathfinders, team up. And the mentors are Devin Owsley and Joe Burkhart. Is anyone here from the team or either of the mentors?
I'm here from the team. This is Christine Lowe. Right, this is exciting to be part of this project. This is my first time with the AIR rally, and I'm really looking forward to this. I think we do have two other members here, Nina and Samiha.
Yeah, hi everyone. Happy to be here and cooperate. And I think this is the exciting website that we can work on. I love music. So.
Yeah, and this is Joe Burkhart. I'm a mentor, and I'm excited to be a part of this too. And I look forward to learning a lot more about the Rosette and the whole organization. Thanks.
Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Alba Hernandez, and I'm also part of this team.
Okay.
And I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome.
All right, next.
Our next match is the National Association of Governors Committees on People with Disabilities. They gave me a statement to read. The National Association for Staff and Members of State Governors Committee is revitalizing its work with a new website. This platform will provide information for our members and serve as a resource for other disability-related organizations. Is anybody from the committee on the call?
Yes, this is Maria. Hi, everyone. We're really excited to participate and look forward to working with our team.
So I guess you want me to tell you who that is, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Your team is Key to Access. The mentors for this team are Joshua and Suyash. Do we have any mentors or team members on the call?
Hello. Yes, I am Deanna Ferrante. I'm here to represent the Key to Access team. We met each other for the first time on Wednesday, and each of us shared our why for joining AIR during the Indie kickoff, and we all shared the same eagerness to learn and, most importantly, a desire to apply those skills in order to make the web a better place for all. So we're excited to partner with you, Maria.
Looking forward to it.
Hey everyone, this is Suyash. This is my first time mentoring
I'm really excited about the project and hope to learn a lot together.
Okay. And our next match.
Next match is Godwin Harrison, who's a Nigerian filmmaker, queer film activist, and CEO of Hug Media Concept, a production company dedicated to amplifying underrepresented voices in Nigeria through cinema. His work blends storytelling with advocacy, using film to highlight queer narratives and marginalized communities. Is Godwin on the call?
I don't believe so because
Didn't
of
see him on
time
the
zone.
list. Yeah, he's also very different. So whoops. Tech Vision. So Tech Vision and mentors are Anate and Eric Bailey. Anyone from the team or a mentor here tonight? Eric.
Yeah, this is Eric speaking. Just really happy to be here, really excited for such an important mission, and I'm really looking forward to digging in and making this site accessible with y'all.
Welcome.
Welcome. Anyone from the team here?
Yes, Siddhant here from TechVision. Yeah, quite early in the morning out here, but yeah, we will love to collaborate with our partners and looking forward to uh, work with them. I mean, it's pretty interesting to understand about the video and video creation and all of that stuff because uh, multimedia is something that we will be exploring quite a lot when we engage with this with the client team. Yep.
So excited.
Great. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And our next client. Uh-oh. Jill's gone rogue.
Sorry.
Our next client is the City Federation of Colored Women's Club of Texarkana. The City Federation of Colored Women's Clubs of Texarkana was founded in the 1970 and is dedicated to preserving the historic Orr School, the first African American school in Texarkana, Arkansas, and alma mater of Scott Joplin. After becoming inactive in 2014, the club is reorganized in 2025 and is eager to move forward. Do we have a representative on the call?
We have two.
Wonderful.
So it's myself, Whitney Allen, and the other representative is Velvet Cool. She is also
Hello.
and she's actually more well-spoken than I am, so I'm going to let her go first.
So the City Federation of Colored Women's Clubs was established in about 1973 when the Orr School, which was one of the first public schools in Texarkana, Arkansas, was established for African American citizens. And it was one of the first two schools. There was a Caucasian school and an African American school about the same time. It served until integration occurred. Then it became a daycare and sort of a community center. And then in about the 1970s, the building became the very first historic district in the city. It even predated the creation of our Historic District Commission. And it was deeded to the City Federation by the school district, and they operated it as a daycare and a community center for many years until basically all of the original members of the City Federation sort of died off and they became inactive, and the school was allowed to just sort of sit and sit and sit. And we reestablished the City Federation earlier this year for the purpose of trying to preserve this historic building. It has served many a community leader, and it was also the home of, it was the school that Scott Joplin attended until he left Texarkana. So we're very anxious to create a website so that we can be accessible and so that we can continue the work of the City Federation by salvaging this building.
That's awesome. Do you want to know who your match is, Whitney and Velvet?
Yes.
Well, of course.
Sure. And your match, oh, backward. Your match is team matched. And your mentors are Eric Bailey and Karthik.
Woo-hoo! Nice to meet you guys.
Is anybody on the call from the team or the mentors?
Hi, my name is Luniva Shrestha. I'm on Team Matched. We are also UT undergraduates in Dr. Boyle's Access Design class, and we are so excited to work with y'all. This sounds like such a fantastic organization, and I am so ecstatic to hear that we'll be working with you. Thank you so much.
And you get a blank slate because we have no website whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Woo. You're gonna go wild. That sounds
That's
fantastic.
fun.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other team members or mentors? All right, Brenda, take it away.
Okay, our next client is the Rosedale Foundation and Inclusion Austin project. The Rosedale Foundation envisions creating a barrier-free community hub for adults with neurodivergent conditions, intellectual and developmental disabilities, behavioral support needs, and medically complex conditions within an integrated on-site support services model. Through collaborative local partnerships, Inclusion Austin aims to create an environment where every individual, regardless of their support needs, can participate meaningfully in an environment designed for inclusion, lifelong learning, and community connection. Okay, is anyone here from the Rosedale Foundation?
Indeed.
All right. Mitchell.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mitchell Bowman. I am a community educator and neurodiversity specialist working with the Rosedale Foundation on trying to launch this Inclusion Austin project. If we can get this thing off the ground the way we're envisioning it, it will be a transformative community resource for adults with disabilities here in Austin. So very excited to be here and to work with my team, whomever they may be.
All right, and we're going to find out. And your team is Access Granted.
Huzzah!
All right, and your mentors are Caroline and Lindsay. Anyone from the team here?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Hi, I'm Kaisa. I'm from Access Granted. I'm a UX designer. We're all super excited to be a part of this. We're all separate, or we all joined separately, but we met on Wednesday, and we have participants from the US, Philippines, Switzerland, and soon to be someone moving from Japan. So we're moving to Japan. So yeah, we're from all over the world, and we're really excited to learn more about your foundation and to make the website and see what we can build.
Wow, y'all are amazing all across the globe.
Great.
I love it.
And Lindsay, one of the mentors.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Lindsay. This is my first year doing AIR. This is really cool because I found out I was ADHD like a few months ago. So it's neat to work on a project related to neurodivergence. So hi, I'm happy to help out.
Great. Welcome.
This is also Caroline too. I'm here as well. So I just wanted to say that this is also, this is my second year, the first time I participated, and this is my first time actually mentoring. So I'm also excited to be partnering with Lindsay to help guide everybody through making this a success.
And I think we have one more team member who might want to say hi. Maria.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Maria. Maria Lara. You could call me Lara. I'm from Philippines, like what Kaisa said. So yeah, I'm so excited to work with you all guys.
Great.
See you later, probably.
Just a little bit. All right. Next.
Okay, our next client Our next client is Emergent Literacy. Emergent Literacy believes that informed parents are powerful advocates for their children's education, and they are here to support them in that vital role. By bridging the gap between students' needs and educational opportunities, they aim to create a more supportive environment for all learners. They strive to make a meaningful impact on each student's academic journey to foster a brighter future for all. Do we have a representative on the call?
We do. Hi, it's Tracy Compton.
Tracy?
Thank you so much. We are very, very excited. Emergent Literacy is a small but very mighty nonprofit, really trying to bridge the gap between teachers and parents. It was run by a dear friend of mine, Deborah Tisler. She's an advocate and a special education teacher who has done great work and including building some amazing materials for parents that we want to make accessible for all parents. So we're thrilled to be a part of this, a part of AIR.
Wonderful. Do you want to know who your team is? You do? Okay. And your team match is Lucky Team 7. And then we have some double mentors here, Carolyn Woodward and Soren Hamby. Do we have some members of the team here?
Yes, I'm here. Nice to meet you, Tracy. So glad to be partnered with you. You seem to have a wonderful mission, so very grateful. And I don't think I'm the only one from my team. I think Marsha is with me.
Yep.
Maybe.
Hi, I'm Marsha. Also glad to be part of Team 7 and be working with you. I'm looking forward to building something great for you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kwaku. I'm also with Team 7. I'm super excited to be working with you. I have taught adult literacy, so I'm very passionate about education. Also have a background in taking care of people with intellectual and physical disabilities. So I think that's going to be really exciting.
Great.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. And we are on to the next match. Brenda, your turn.
All right, our next client is Westside Queer Resource Center. We're a 100% volunteer-run 501c3 nonprofit serving Greater Washington County in Hillsboro, Oregon. Our goal is to build queer community and be queers out serving our larger community. We offer services that include a resource database of queer-friendly businesses and organizations, office drop-in hours, which provide a safe place for anyone seeking queer community, and monthly programming, including affinity groups, book clubs, crafting, game nights, and hiking meetups. Is anyone here from Westside Queer Resources? Jamie?
Hi, yes. Yeah, I'm here. Hello. Hi, everybody. We are excited to be a part of this. We've been looking at redoing our website for a while now. And I actually got connected through Upstream Access, who had a website built through AIR last year. And one thing that we've noticed as we listen to our community is there's a lot of intersectionality between queer folks and the disability community. And so we want to make sure that as people come to events and try to come find us, that everybody can access our website. So we're excited to be here.
Great. All right, so your team is the Accessibeasts. And the mentors are Bob and Deneb. Anyone here from the team or the mentors?
Hi, this is Tech. I am the team captain for the Accessibeasts. And we are really excited to be here today and be part of this opportunity to contribute and help our community. We believe that accessibility is a fundamental part of creating a truly well-designed and pleasant user experience. And we are excited to put those ideas into practice and help create an inclusive solution for our clients.
And Timothy, do you want to say something?
I'm Timothy Connect. This is my first year doing AIR, and I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Cool. Okay, I think we're on to the next.
We are. Okay. And your next clients is Eva Estrella de Los Angeles. Eva Estrella de Los Angeles is a mariachi singer, performer, and advocate for people with disabilities who uses his voice to break barriers in the music industry. He is a UCLA graduate with a career impacted by severe vision loss and walking difficulties from transverse myelitis. Estrella is a member of RAMT, Recording Artists and Music Professionals with Disabilities, and has collaborated with Grammy Award winners, performed at prestigious venues, and participated in documentary projects to amplify the voices of those with disabilities. Hi, Ivan, introduce yourself, please. I see you. Hi.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much for having me. Just listening to everybody's story and why this is important for them, I just feel super thankful and lucky to be here. I need help, and I'm glad that I'm able to get it. So I'm just very happy and thankful to be here. Thank you so much.
Glad you're here. Do you want to know who you're matched with?
I would love that.
All right. And your team match is Team Mighty Citizen. And your mentors are I'm going to let her have that. And your mentors are Ryan Sugar and Lindsay Hornsby. Do we have a team member or mentor on the call? Anyone?
I'm here still.
Don't worry,
Yay!
I will connect you with your team.
Dan is on this call.
Is he?
I see
I
him.
was hoping.
Yes,
Dan, are you? Yay!
There he is.
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I was really, really excited, as we've been going through these, crossing my fingers to work with people, and was crossing them extra hard for Iván Estrella. So I'm very excited to work together.
Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate that.
That is apparently his track.
It is.
All right, and we are off
Thank
to
you.
the next. Welcome.
All right, our next client is Code Your Dreams. Code Your Dreams is a nonprofit building the next generation of diverse, community-minded tech leaders. We provide free computer science education for K through 12 students and adults, connecting coding to creativity, equity, and real-world problem solving. Our programs empower individuals to use technology as a tool to innovate and make a difference in their communities. And is anyone here from Code Dreams?
Hello, my name is Bree. I'm so happy to be here and just really want to thank Nobility for having us. One of the mentors, May, found our website, sent me a email this week, connected me to Tina, and within 24 hours got me onboarded, and now I'm here. So I'm just really amazed by all of these projects, and just it feels like such a powerful and wonderful community. So thank you for having us.
All right, let's meet your match. Alley Cats, accessibility cat. And your mentors are Eric Stern and Natalie Tucker. Anyone here from the team?
Hi, yeah, I'm Michael. I'm the captain for Alley Cats. Bunch of my coworkers, we all work for Red Hat on a design system team, and we are huge advocates for accessibility in all of Red Hat's products. We're really excited to participate. This will be my fourth, I think. So I'm super jazzed. Your organization sounds awesome, and I was even looking at your website, and it looks pretty cool too. So I hope we can make it even better for you.
And your mentors, I believe, are on.
Eric and Natalie are both here, yes.
Howdy, y'all. I am Natalie Patrice Tucker, and I'm not only get to be your mentor, but I also get to serve the community of mentors as lead mentor. And I'm so excited, so excited. this is my second air as mentor. And I loved it so much, I wanted to do it twice as hard. So I look forward to working with y'all.
And my name is Eric Stearns. I am also a mentor as well. I've worked in, well, I've been disabled all my life with a visual impairment. And so therefore I've been exposed to adaptive technologies as well as WCAG standards, 508 standards, so forth and so on. And I've been doing this professionally for about the last 18 years. And this is my first air, and I'm thrilled to be in the action and making a positive difference in people's lives.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else on the team want to speak, or are we? It's like we're done. Okay, so next client.
All right. Our next client is Esther Klang. Esther has been living with quadriplegia for 19 years following a brain tumor removal surgery. Through her website, Esther's Walking Journey, she shares her story to inspire others, encourage self-advocacy, and help people find the confidence to speak up and make their voices heard. She joined Abilities AIR program because she wants to make her website accessible to everyone so that no one will miss her important messages. I am actually representing Esther tonight. It is her Sabbath. She sent a message for her team, which I will relay in a minute. So with that said, Esther's match is the Usabellas. Do we have, and the mentors are Roberto Perez and Joe Burkhart. Do we have team members and mentors on the call?
Yes, team members here. Yeah, so hi everyone, we're the Usabellas. A little bit about our team. Our team is also a little bit spread out. We're collaborating across 4 time zones, which would be a new and exciting challenge. And most of us are newcomers to AIR, but we all share a passion for creating equitable digital experiences. So overall, we're just really excited to grow our skills, support meaningful causes, and contribute to projects that make a real difference. And yeah, we're really excited to be working on this project. The mission sounds amazing. And I know our client, I guess, isn't here tonight, but we're really excited to be working with them. Any other members, feel free to speak up.
Any other team members?
Hi, I'm John
Hi.
Williams.
Oh,
sorry. I'm super psyched to work on this project with my team members and getting to know Esther's story, and really looking forward to talking with our mentors.
Ramona?
Not much to add. I just wanted, yeah, we're excited. We've got I mean, it's a great team. We met and found that we have like an amazing diversity of skills and talents. And we've got like amazing designers, and we've got amazing coders, and we've got people who've been doing this for years and have just gotten started and are doing this to learn. We've got just an amazing diversity on the team, and I think it's going to be awesome.
Go ahead. Mentors, Roberto, I see. Would you like to say
Hello,
that?
everyone. Roberto, hopefully you can hear me. And yeah, happy to meet everyone, and let's do this.
So Esther wanted to let you all know she doesn't know who you are yet, but she is very excited to work with her team. I have been getting emails like crazy. She is on top of everything. She went and read the training in the Learning Center and had her homework to me before I asked for it. So you're getting a very, very proactive client. She will be reaching out, and I'll be sending that follow-up email again after the kickoff. I'm so glad you all came to support. Okay, and with that, we have one last match before I send you off to your breakout rooms. And our final match for the AIR 2025 program is the Advocates for Social Justice Reform, ASJR. They're advocates for improvements to legal and social support systems so that individuals receive compassionate and competent support at every step of the criminal and legal process. This client I am also representing because it is also their Sabbath. So with that said, their team match is Team Cisco, and your mentors are Vasmi and Shushmita. I'm so sorry. Do we have anyone from Team Cisco on the call?
Yeah, we have a couple of us. Hi, everyone. I'm Nandita Gupta. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a petite Indian woman, long black hair and glasses. I've got Claire here on the call with me as well. This is our first time participating as Cisco, so this will definitely be exciting. I've personally participated in AIR with Microsoft and also been a mentor before. So very, very blessed to be back. And this is such a loving community and recognize so many of the names. So I'm excited about friendly competition. And yay, I see you, Jillian. Excited to be here, y'all. Claire, you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah. So hi, my name is Claire. I'll be participating as a designer on this team. Like Nadita said, this is my first time participating in this event, and I'm super excited to working with you all. Yay!
We have either mentor on the call. Okay, so those were our matches. Welcome to all 16 matches. I'm very excited to have you in the program. For those of you whose client was not here, I will be sending out a follow-up email on Monday to everybody to give everybody's contact information and next steps. For right now, we're going to have you go into break rooms. The break rooms are listed by your client name. If you don't remember the exact name, go ahead and put it in chat. But we will leave the breakout rooms closed until about 8:45, and then we'll all come back together for closing. And it's just going to be next steps and follow-up. So again, welcome to everybody. Thank you to all our advisors and sponsors and judges and mentors for joining us. Mentors, if you'd like to go into your rooms with everybody and get to know them a little bit more, please feel free. I wish you would. Clients will send in their web planning templates, but they should also have them with them to share them with you. And with that said, I'm going to ask the goddess MC, Jillian, to open the breakout rooms.
They are open. So if you're able to go into a room based on the names, you can. If not, then I will need to go ahead and assign y'all. But
do we have a slide with everybody's with just do we have a slide with the matchup?
I have one right here. I can share my screen. I most certainly can. I can also answer them in chat as well. Give me one second.
Do we need the team name or the MPO name?
The MPO name. And I'm going to share my, get this out of my way. I share my screen. Okay. So I'm going to read them off really quick for you guys. I see some she said not seeing the breakout option.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
They're there. Hold on one
all
moment.
right. Well, hey y'all. The great news is that we are so ahead of time, which is phenomenal. If y'all will give us like 5 or 10, we've been going for a while, so this is a fantastic time for a bio break or to refill a beverage. So why don't we reconvene in the next 10 minutes? That puts us at 7:19 p.m. Central, not 1 minute earlier, not 1 minute later. Y'all get a refreshment, a bio break, pet your pet, say hello to your partner. Take a break. We'll see you again in 10 minutes. All right, y'all?
All righty, thanks.
Thanks, y'all.
Hello.
Oh, you've already gone.
Hi, my name is Dia Miletro. I was yesterday from team 6, but I don't know my team's name. So I don't know which.
So your team's name is Testing and Research Team, and you are paired with Site Loss Services, Inc. of Cape Cod.
If you can please help me get to that breakout room.
I think Jillian is working on that right now. We're having a
Okay.
little bit of issues with the technology.
I can't
see the breakout rooms.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. What is the team's
on.
name again? I'm sorry.
Site Loss
Site Loss.
Services.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's the team's name, right?
No, that's your client, and that's what the rooms are named by. Your team's name is Testing and Research Team.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
Hello, yet to see the breakout rooms.
She's still working on it.
Okay.
Please assign you to any breakout room. I think you can go in and out of them, but again, Jillian's working on it. I'm sorry, I'm talking to Rochelle.
Thanks, Tina. I'll wait
You're
for the
welcome.
instructions.
Thank you.
This is so cool. I love
I'm
it.
so glad.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Let's see, John, what team are you on?
Digital Ally Accessibility Alliance.
Okay.
Team 1.
So you are actually matched up with Disability Empowerment Society Nepal, who is not here, but I think your team members are.
Don Nikki Willis.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Did you
So if,
also tell us who our mentors were? I wasn't sure. I missed that.
absolutely. And again, I'll be sending out another follow-up email. So your mentors are, oh, give me 1 minute. I'm not sharing anymore, am I? Hold on 1 second. There you go. So your mentors are Rianne and Indu.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all, please forgive my throat and my froggy voice. So sorry. Bhutan, she's working for it, or she's working on it. You should be able to pop in and out, although you shouldn't if you're only on one team as a mentor.
Just one more question.
Jeannie, I feel your pain.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You go first.
No, I was just gonna say, Teeny, I feel your pain with the voice. I'm finally back in good shape and getting over a cold. So
What is up with this view? I don't like this view. Can I please see the gallery?
I wanted
There
to
we
ask
go.
for the breakout rooms. Will we see a pop-up?
I'm not, that's a good question. I think there's a hover over the bottom. Unfortunately, to see the thing for the break rooms, it's at the very bottom of your window. Although I still think Jillian is working on them, I can't get it to open for me right now. So I think she's working on it, and then we'll put something in the chat window. It is an icon, and they are enabled. We're just having some issues with the Zoom events for people who are chatting. It would not be a kickoff without technology. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I'm going to, Jillian, you're actually in the list, but I will help you over here in a minute. Give me 1 second. So there seems to be a problem with the self-selected breakout rooms. I
Hmm.
can't open it. Brenda, can you get yours up?
No,
open?
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't at all.
I can't either.
I don't think I have permission to do that, probably.
All right, Jillian, get ready for your chat window to go insane.
Yeah, I can't see anything as far as breakout rooms either.
Give us just a minute, y'all. I'm shooting stuff to her right now over here in chat. So that team's not here. I don't have to worry. Here we go. Those are not here.
I see the breakout room
Okay.
on now.
Y'all see it now? Y'all see it
Yay.
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
Yay.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah,
So that said, let me go ahead and share my screen really quick and y'all can see the team, the client names and your team name.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Give me a second. Hide this. If you're not sure where to go ahead and ask and I will tell you. Because I think my screen's going to be kind of small.
Hey, can you please help me to join the break room?
What team are you on?
Team 6.
So then you're going to look for the break room called Site Loss Services and go ahead and join that.
Who
In
is
the chat.
Sorry, can you let me know what your name is? I can do a direct assignment for you right now.
Sure, great. It's the Jashri Hamsa Pisumarthi.
Okay, all right.
Hi, I'm sorry. I don't see any breakout room, or I don't know. I mean,
All right. Let's figure out. Okay.
Yeah, I think I found it. Sorry. Sorry.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Okay, perfect.
Anybody else?
The breakout room popped up for a second for me and then it disappeared.
Yeah, same for
Alta
me.
audio now unmuted.
Who was
Catherine
that?
Lee has
Sorry.
left. Lady Gake has left the meeting.
Excuse me, where do I go to join the training?
Okay.
From Amanda
So
Gerald and everyone.
somebody's screen reader is
Mary Robin.
Okay.
Sophie open. Saya Jekker.
Let's see. Okay.
From Angelique Saunders to everyone. I cannot find the.
Okay, let's take this one by one.
Breakout room for Tech Vision, please.
Can you tell us put your name in chat and then we will get one by one, we will assign you because we're having some issues with the automatic. Okay, so Jill, do you want me to read?
Yep, read them out loud.
Okay, so Sedant.
Yep, I just assigned Sedant to Godwin Harrison's room.
Right, Angelique Saunders.
Okay, hold on. Yep, to disability empowerment. Okay, perfect. All right.
Amanda Fiaro. She is a mentor. No, yeah, she's a mentor and she's with Justin for Coalition of Texans with Disabilities.
I see that they're already
Okay.
in the rooms.
Okay, I'm just going through the chat. Eric Stearns, already gone.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I see everyone going now.
Yep.
Izzy
Izzy is supposed to be in Hubbard. Izzy, I will move you to Hubbard right now. Okay, perfect. And then next we've got Julianne.
She's
oh
a
no,
judge.
sorry, judge. Okay. Sam, you are supposed to be in Sam C. Sorry.
Sam Carter's a judge.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Cool. So you're like us. You're just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm
Our
just hanging out.
Okay, Arkham, I'm moving you to Godwin. And then let's see who we've got here.
James, y'all
Is
done already?
Michael, I am moving you to Code Your Dreams. And is that everybody? So I've got Whitney, Allen. Who's missing?
James Fidlin for Rosette.
Oh, sorry about that, James. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then Whitney,
Whitney, where am I taking you?
she goes into the City Federation of Colored Women's Clubs of Texarkana. She's client.
All right.
And then
Okay.
Tamar goes into his own.
I think Tamar's already in there.
Okay.
The heart.
Oh, Natalie.
She's lead mentor and mentor. She can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in Code Your Dreams, Natalie. Oh, but I see her in Blind War as well. Maybe that was my bad.
I think she might be. Natalie, are you popping in to say hi to people? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm seeing that Tamer has not joined his room.
He needs assistance. His screen reader is.
Oh, okay. Is there a judge that can help them or help him? Or a mentor?
Let's see. I don't know how to access the. We're trying to find out now. Unless you assign him.
Assign somebody to a room. Just.
I have, but it may be that sometimes the assignments pop up in modals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me ping his. Let me see.
Ping the
here.
team.
Or ping Roberto.
Yeah, if he can help.
Let me do it now. Hold on.
Other than that, do we have any folks who are still looking for their rooms? I only missed 4. I think Roberto might be in his room.
Hi, I'm still looking for jumping into the room, but I don't see any pop-up.
I'm sorry, can you give me your name one more time?
Sure, it's Tejashree Hamsa Pisumarthi.
Can you spell that for me?
Sure, it's T as in Tennessee, A as in apple, J as in John, A as in apple, S as
Okay,
in
I
Sam.
see you. Yep. Okay, let's see. And so you are in Sight Loss Services Inc. Let me get you in there right now. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry.
Audio now
No
unmuted.
problem.
Hello, I'm still looking for my room.
We're working. I'm sorry, Tamara. We're trying to figure out how we tried to force you in, but it's
Oh, I
probably
see.
coming
Okay.
up in a modal that's not working for your screen reader. So I'm trying to reach
Oh, I see. Okay.
someone to assist.
Mm-hmm.
And Deanna, you should be in key.
Yes, I was in my room, but someone said that we needed to request permission to be able to record somehow, and I wasn't sure how to do that.
Yeah, you can't record during the kickoff because
Okay.
we're recording. You'll have to set up
Okay.
a secondary meeting, like a follow-up meeting. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know,
Zoom doesn't give us that power, I don't think.
No.
what we could do if Tamir's here with us, if there are barriers in him getting into his room, why don't we
Bring them
call them
out.
to join us out here? I'll pause the recording. And if everyone out here in the lobby will just bear with us, this is why we do the AIR program, because we know that the technology that we have today still presents barriers. So I'm going to call the team out. I'm going to pause this recording real quick, and then Tamara, we're going to have Boughton and Cookie meet with you out here. Okay.
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 Are we ready? Okay, next slide. Okay, y'all. So next steps. If you have not done so already in your breakout rooms, or if your team or client was not here, I will be sending out emails. But when I do, or even in advance, if you have not exchanged your contact info, identify your primary point of contacts both on the team and the client side. Check your schedules out, figure out when y'all are going to start meeting, determine what communication platform you want. The email I send out will have a little bit more information about that. As I mentioned before, a good idea is that if you're in the Slack, you can create a Slack channel for your team, and add your client to it as well. And you can invite your mentors as well, and determine how you're going to share materials. We've mentioned it previously. We can offer Basecamp. We can give you a Google folder. There's very other things if you need access. So on to the next slide real quick. And I want to keep everybody. So here's the important milestones. There's also a calendar of events on the website that has this plus trainings coming up. So before all of these important milestones you see here, on October 1st, we're introducing a new platform who has worked on their accessibility. And then on October 2nd, we're having a WordPress training. So if you didn't get an invite to the Introduction to Streamline or a WordPress accessibility invite, let me know. In November, we'll be offering an introduction to accessibility testing using various different testing tools. So let me know about that one as well. October 25th is the Mid-Rally Checkpoint. This will be a virtual check-in. We can either do it as a Zoom, or we'll have we're also going to have the mentors check in with you via whichever communication works the best. And that's where you get to answer some questions. We'll be having a judges Q&A. We haven't got that final date nailed down yet. We've got some judges in transition moving, and so we're waiting for that to settle down, but I will let you know when that is, and that will be virtual as well. So November 21st, final countdown starts at 5 p.m. So that's when y'all need to be wrapping up them final last minute details on your judging form. Make sure you got all your T's dotted and your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Make sure you got everything as it needs to be. Site submission forms are due by 6 p.m. And then in 2026, we'll be holding the award ceremony in January. So at this point, does anybody have any questions? You can stop the slideshow if you'd like. Somebody has a question. So it'll be 48 hours from Monday. Yes. You do not have to work over the weekend. No.
Okay, we were confused about that, and some people were saying it was from today.
So I don't consider the weekend it's like business days, 48, and I'll actually update that to reflect that. 48 hours, 48 business days. Like
okay.
I'm not going to make everybody do a kickoff late Friday night and then say you have to contact them by Sunday. Okay. Absolutely.
No, we were just curious because not everybody's here to talk about this either. So we don't know. It's me. It's all the new people that are here tonight. We don't know what we're doing. So
that's okay. That's why we're here. We're here to guide you, assist you, and help you along the way. You are not going to be alone. I promise you.
No, I appreciate that.
Okay, so again, join the Air Slack channel. Log into the Learning Center. You can access all the trainings that we do there. If your client doesn't have any Bhutan. So here's the thing, if this will be in an email again, and we've talked about this in training, if your client needs some place to develop the site, we can provide space for that. That's something you'll need to talk about with your client and then reach out to Mark and myself, and we will help you do that. Wildcats everywhere. Wave your hands in the air. I love it, Tim. That's awesome. Does anybody have any other questions? I'm sure you have a lot, but I'm sure more communications that come out will answer some of these.
So for mentors, is there a specific timeline for us mentors as well that we need to pay attention to? Is that also on the website as well, or is there something else that mentors need to be aware of as far as milestones and stuff?
So you were all sent an invite to join. All mentors should have received an email invite to join or access the Google Mentors folder for viewing access. That's where you go. It's in there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And it's the same as the Teams. It's just for the mentors, right? So the developers have one as well, but it's basically the same exact thing.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Did we get one yet or no?
Did you
I
get
know We got
So-
the Slack one. Hold on.
So Sean, you're actually not a mentor, so you won't have access to that, but you did get your, so what I will do again on Monday is I need to give viewing access to the developer resources folder. I couldn't do that prior to the kickoff because I didn't have everybody in place. So I was literally matching up to the last minute. But I will send out emails that has access to the developers folder for viewing so that you guys get access to that roadmap. And there's also some recommended resources in there and links to learn more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a quick question. Are we able to create our own Slack channels for our group?
You absolutely are. Once you join the Air Slack, you can create a channel for your team. I recommend adding your client to it as well as your mentor and myself. Mentors. Sorry, everybody got 2 mentors this year. I'm so excited about that. Natalie, you rocked it. Okay, so Angelique, your mentors, and again, I will be sending out another an email to remind you who your mentor is. 1 second, Angelique, I can't remember all the teams' names. So you are on Digital Ally Alliance, which means your mentors are Rianne and Indu. And I'll put that in a chat to you real quick. And I will actually, their emails will be included in the email that comes out. Any other questions? Thank
No, I'm
you
just
all.
processing overwhelmed.
Don't be overwhelmed. There's a good community.
Yeah,
so
we
we
got
have-
this.
We do. Accessibility is always a challenge when you are first. Really? She ready. She done. Okay. So she just called me. I thank you all for joining us. Go enjoy your evening. And I will follow up with you guys on Monday. Feel free to send me any emails or Slack. Welcome to Air, and everybody give Jillian a virtual hand. She did an amazing job. And Brenda, my co-MC, and all those in the background who helped me pull this off. And without all y'all, we wouldn't have a program. So thank you all for supporting Air, accessibility, nobility, and each other. Namaste.
Tip your DJ!
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
I love this song so much.
All the throwback. I can feel it.
Like when someone brought it up, I was like, oh, it is on. Yes. Thanks everyone for
Thanks for playing all of it. Yay.
Of course. Woo! Go Air.
Awesome. Go
All right,
Air.
everyone.
Bye,
Have a good
y'all.
night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Julie.